A judge ruled today she violated election laws and lied about her address within the county.
Now, it's no secret that Spranger has been surrounded by controversy since taking office in Macomb County in 2016. But the number of times she's made headlines is shocking even to us.
It all starts on Election Day 2016. Republican Karen Spranger narrowly won the seat by about 600 votes on November 9th. She was sworn in on January 1st, 2017. Controversy followed closely. Multiple incidents where 7 Action News cameras covered the fallout. By March, she had already fired 2 of her top deputies and was facing a federal lawsuit by 2 former aides for erratic behavior. On April 12th, she was a no-show at the board meeting where she was the first topic of discussion. On April 19th, she was fined $100 for an ethics violation for the improper use of county computers. Also on April 19th, she crashed her county-issued vehicle and was ticketed for failure to stop. Then on April 25th, the 7 investigators attempted to track down Spranger and confront her about a tip that she did not live at this home, the address she used to file for Macomb County election eligibility.
If people accuse you of lying about your residency when you were running for office, what's your response to that?
No, that was not true.
Then on August 1st, Macomb County filed a lawsuit alleging Spranger did not live at the address she claimed in Warren. On August 11th, an employee called 911 from the clerk's office on Spranger.
We have an issue that's here. It is involving some documents that are confidential that need to be moved, and we're having an issue.
On November 6th, Spranger was given an ultimatum by a judge to remedy a backlog of work that wasn't completed by the clerk's office. Thousands of unprocessed documents and liens. On November 9th, Spranger's office called 911 when 7 Action News went to get answers.
We're working on a story about the court letter.
She closed the door. In January of this year, Spranger filed a federal civil suit against Macomb County, claiming she was the target of conspiracy. Days later, her attorney withdrew from the case. Most recently, on March 25th, allegations that she used taxpayer dollars to take her deputy clerk's son on a trip came to light. And on March 26th, she's accused of kicking a fellow employee, which could result in criminal charges. Finally, today, on March 27th, a judge ruled Karen Spranger must immediately vacate office because she lied about her home when she filed to run for office.
Embattled Macomb County Clerk Karen Spranger is taking her fight to federal court today. In a lawsuit, Spranger says there's been a broad conspiracy in the county trying to force her out of office. Embattled Clerk Karen Spranger is suing Macomb County to allow firearms in 2 government buildings. Today, she filed a 94-page lawsuit here with a long list of grievances. Priya Mann is in Mount Clemens tonight, and Priya, the clerk says she was ignored.
Legal standoff is unfolding today between Macomb County officials. All this as packing was supposed to begin today in the clerk's office for a partial move to a newly renovated building. But when workers showed up this morning, the moving boxes were gone. Jason Colthorpe uncovered the surprising video evidence showing who took them.
An after-hours office equipment shuffle led by Macomb County Clerk Karen Spranger has led the county to allege more unnecessary wasted time and resources, but no wrongdoing. This time, Spranger was refusing to let county-owned computers be taken from her office, so she allegedly hid them.
The Macomb County Clerk continues finding chaos wherever she goes, it seems. Today, she went to the County Commission for a simple budget progress report. It turned highly complicated and heated.
Macomb County Clerk Karen Spranger is at odds with the county over how she does her job. The county is pushing new technology it thinks will boost efficiency, and Spranger is pushing back. This has escalated to the point of a potential lawsuit. She's barred from using a county computer right now. Why is that?
That's right, Jason. The county attorney says Karen Spranger last week gave 2 non-county employees access to the government computer, which has confidential information on it, by the way. So now her computer access has been revoked entirely.
If you are having trouble getting certain documents from the Macomb County Clerk's office, you're not alone. A Local 4 investigation has uncovered a huge online backlog.
The Chief Circuit Judge ordered her to resolve a backlog of court documents impacting the court's ability to deliver justice.
Employees tell me customers were forced to sit on the floor, which prompted this. Clerk Karen Spranger bringing in benches into the lobby and cleaning them for people to sit on.
Union leaders are taking legal action against Macomb County Clerk Karen Spranger.
Today, the union filed and received a temporary restraining order against the controversial clerk. The filing is in response to claims that she has created a hostile work environment since taking office. Spranger is also in the middle of a legal battle against the county, which has filed to remove her from office on accusations that she lied about her residency.
And this morning, sheriff deputies were called to investigate another incident involving embattled Macomb County Clerk Karen Spranger. 7 Action News has learned that a clerk was feeling harassed by Spranger and went to talk to her immediate supervisor. And when that clerk was leaving the office, she claims Karen Spranger tried to barge in, kicking her foot out to block a door. And that clerk alleges Spranger kicked her in the process.
For weeks, Macomb County has been paying 4 employees in the clerk's office to stay home because of what it calls a toxic work environment. A judge agreed with that assessment yesterday in a judgment against Clerk Karen Spranger for committing an unfair labor practice. Tonight, 2 employees of the Macomb County Clerk's office are on administrative leave after having trouble with Clerk Karen Spranger. The most recent incident from last week ended with one of the employees calling 911 on Spranger.
It's a criminal offense, and that is a felony.
County Exec Mark Hackle talking about what he says this document reveals about Spranger's misuse of a county-issued credit card. This receipt, confirmed by Hackle, shows the cost of registration for 3 people at a D.C. conference earlier this month, all allegedly paid for by Spranger.
News tonight at 6. Embattled County Clerk Karen Spranger went before the County Board of Commissioners today asking for $100,000 for attorney's fees.
For the second time in less than 24 hours, Macomb County Clerk Karen Spranger is back in the headlines.
Yesterday, we reported the Macomb County Ethics Board ruled Spranger was in violation of the county's IT ethics policy. Check out what happened just a few hours later. She wrecked her county-owned car when police say she rear-ended an SUV.
Macomb County Clerk at the center of another controversy tonight. This time it appears Karen Spranger is violating a court order, and it's all caught on camera.
And with that breaking news, Macomb County's embattled clerk removed from office.
A judge ruling today to oust Karen Spranger after a months-long saga involving her residency.
Again with that breaking news, our first look at the now former Macomb County Clerk Karen Spranger since being kicked out of office late this afternoon. Spranger not answering questions as she leaves her office for presumably the last time.
And now Spranger is fighting back with a letter to the president.
As far as Spranger's take on what's happening, her attorney forwarded a letter that she sent on to local and national leaders, including the governor and President Trump, asking for action.
You know, this is the ruling that was issued yesterday that forced Macomb County Clerk Karen Spranger out of office, saying that she lied about living in Macomb County in order to get elected. Well, today her deputy clerk came to work and she was told that she is being put on administrative leave. That was this morning. Here she is in the parking lot, sitting in her van. She has been here for hours. She tells me she's been on the phone, calling GOP officials, trying to get reinstated because she says this is simply not right. She also told me that this is all the result of a conspiracy, that even the White House, President Donald Trump himself, knows about it.
Well, the last time we saw former Macomb County Treasurer Karen Spranger, she was being escorted out of her county office after a short and very rocky tenure.
Well, tonight she is back in the spotlight under investigation for embezzlement and domestic abuse in Warren.
Former Macomb County Clerk Karen Spranger is facing new legal trouble. A judge has issued a bench warrant for Spranger, saying Spranger failed to appear for a September 10th court hearing. That hearing was in connection to a larceny case in which Spranger pleaded no contest to allegations she stole money from a senior citizen in her care.